Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thrilled to be with you guys. And, boy, you think that they're having fun on Broadway in downtown Nashville right about now. Yeah, just a touch. And what a year the Titans have put together as they search for their first title in franchise history.
And remember, they've only been to the Super Bowl one time before, but now that they're back, set aside the agony of that appearance. That was back in 2000. They played the Rams. Remember Kevin Dyson catching the pass late in the game, stretching for the goal line and not quite getting there? And that was also the same year of the Music City Miracle. Yeah. When they got to the, won in the playoffs against Buffalo, got to the Super Bowl, but now they're back. Set it all to the side. Set it all in the past. Here come the Titans trying to win it all.
Meanwhile, this is a Washington team that kind of flew under the radar this year. They weren't exactly preseason favorites to be here. Far from it. But I guess it just shows you what a name change can do, I suppose. They're in the Super Bowl in their first year, Charles, as the Commanders.
The name may have changed, but the history is still there. 1992, Super Bowl 26. That was the last time that they were here more than a quarter century ago. But you remember, they won Super Bowl 17 with Joe Theismann and John Riggins, and Super Bowl 22 with Doug Williams and Timmy Smith leading the way.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Willis toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. He dumps it off for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 27 yards. And the Titans are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10. at their own 24. Here's Gibbs, and right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Third down, it's Willis. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 49 line.
On play action, it's Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 56. Haskins trying to pick it up. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. But he's got the look up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down carry for Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play action with Willis. Rolling to his left. That one caught downfield. It's Hooper. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges delivered to the NFL.
51 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Play fake. Here's Willis. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd down throw coming by Willis. And right side, Henry's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now here's the option play going left. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Titans continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. What they're trying to go with first, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. I tell you, when Carson Wentz can really step into one and get that 6'5" frame behind it, he can really launch it. Joey Sly over the extra point. And it's 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but he still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Flush to his right, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like... And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Wentz. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sly able to put this one through, and they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Play action. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now Wentz again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin from 19 yards away. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Willis. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
3rd and 2, here's Willis. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Willis, 4th down here. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Titans are going to have a 1st. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Willis. That is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give running right, Gibson. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and
9. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. 3rd down, it's Willis. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. Henry. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out. Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the point. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Titans are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? And these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps in it. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Okay, ready? Hey, check that, street.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. Here's Haskins. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Three.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. To try here for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Titans 36, Commanders 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Henry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Fourth down, Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Play action. It's Wentz. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're singing it